Today we're just going to be doing a granny flower square. I'm wanting to make two because I've made one, and these are going to be pockets for a cardigan, which is absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to do this and the other one of this. So I'm going to show you how I've done that. So I'm just using the DK yarn and a size 4 needle, and I'm going to slip stitch, chain 4 for my circle, go back into the first one to slip stitch and join that together, chain 2, double crochet into the circle, which you need to find the middle. We're going into the right bit. So if you go into that, that's going to be a stitch. It's just down there hiding out the way, and it's a bit difficult to show you. There we are. And we're going to 2 double crochet, chain 1. I'm doing that 8 times, and I'm going to try and crochet over this little tail end so then we can cinch it up at the end. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and it's a bit difficult to show you this, especially with it being in brown as well. 2 chain 1. I'm going to do this 8 times. So once it starts to get a bit tight, we know we've done a few, so we can count up to see how many we've done, how many little mini clusters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to just pull it round. We need to do 2 lots more. Chain 1 and 2 double crochets, chain 1. Just pull it to the side, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the first chain 3, and that completes the first round. I'm going to snip that off, pull through, and I'll start the next round a little bit further back because I want to try and crochet all my ends in. We'll leave that little gap in the middle, and later on we'll be able to cinch it tight and then get rid of our end in the middle, but I'll leave it that way so I know which is my front and back. And then we pick our next colour, which is going to be this orange, bright orange colour. I'm going to slip knot, and just go through the chain, one of the chain 2 spaces, chain 1 space, sorry, and just attach, and chain 3, and then we're going to do another double crochet into the same space, chain 1, and repeat the 2 double crochets into the same space. And now we're starting to do the bottom of our petal, and that's all we're doing into each one is 4. Then we're going to jump to our next. I'm not going to add a chain here because I want to start it to feel like it's a flower. I don't want it to be too loose. So I'm going to pop over to our next space, double crochet 2, chain 1, and double crochet 2, pop over to our next space. Remember, we're not doing any chains in between. we're going to straight into the double crochet. I'm just going to get some more of the orange. Chain 1, and 2 double crochet, going into the next space, two double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, look for our next space, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, to our next space. I'll just speed up a little bit. You can always pause and then meet me back up, or you could keep up with me, or you could be faster than me. And so done to the last of our double crochet. We need to count them now to make sure we've got the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm just going to slip knot into the very top of this one to join our round up. We're not going to change colour because our petals are bigger, so we're going to carry on and do another round of the same colour. For this round, we're going to be putting like a big petal, the top of the petal, which is 7 stitches to make it go nice and round. We're going to be going into your spaces. So what we do to start off, I'm just going to slip stitch into the very first to get me over to the first space. And there we are. I'm slipped into there. I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to double crochet another 6. Altogether there's going to be 7 double crochets in each space. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is how we're going to make our round petal top. We're not going into that space there, we're going into the tops, so they're like the peaks of your petal. So that's the beginning of your petal. Now we're just rounding them off. So we're going to jump right over with a double crochet into that space. We're going to have 8 petal tops. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to jump right over to our next peak. You can just see they're just standing out. Wrap around because we're going for the double. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then straight into the next one. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they're just going into the gaps I'll meet you at the end of this row. 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll just join up as we have in all of the other rounds. And I'm going to fasten off this colour because I'm going to choose my next colour, which you can play around in all of the colours that you like. Make sure you have 8 and they all have 7 in each cluster. So I'm going to go on to the red, and this is just the outline. So basically we're just following our stitches and then we're dropping down into your second row just to make a long stitch which forms the side of the petal. So we're going to slip stitch and just fasten on anywhere you want to. And then I'm going to do my 7 across the top of the petal, 2, and for this one, the long stitch, it's just a normal single crochet, but I'm dropping down, so just keep your hands nice and relaxed. I'm dropping down to in between them on the second row, so that gap there. I'm picking it up from behind, I'm just keeping it nice and relaxed, and then finishing it off. I'm going to go behind to pick up the next petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just to make sure I'm on the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to drop down, pick up your spike, wrap round and pull it through, and then carry on. So we're just going to follow all the way around, making sure that we've outlined all of our beautiful orange. It just finishes it off. Drop down, so picking through there, hooking it onto the back, nice and loose, and just finishing off your stitch and carrying on as we go. So I'm going to do that all the way around. And I'll meet you back when I'm finished. Just come up to the end, so I'm going to pop the last one in the last of the petal, drop down, pull up and finish off that stitch and slip stitch into the first one we've done, and there is our flower shape. How wonderful. And we'll be moving on to the green now because I want to make it look like the leaf. This will probably be the most awkward round of the whole design, so bear with me, but we'll get through it one step at a time. I'm just getting rid of some of those ends. For this round, because we're doing the leaves, when we get to the corners, so we'll be making it in from the round, so it is a bit floppy at the moment, but once we get going again it'll straighten itself out. So when we get to the corners, we'll be leaving 2 either side, if you can see there, 2 stitches, and down the edge we'll be just leaving 1 either side of each spike, and then we'll just crochet straight across in half double crochets. Okay, so we're going to change to our olive green colour. So we're going to slip stitch into one of the sides, So just there at the top of this spike, we're just going to pop that in there. That's our, be classed as our first half double crochet. We're just going to chain one. We're going to miss one either side of these, and we're going to half double crochet into the next four. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to skip 2 and into the top of our spike we're going to do a treble. We're not going to finish the treble off, so it's going to be like a cluster. Did I do 2 then? I can't remember if I did. No. Treble, so it's through 2 and 2. We've got 3 on our hook. Wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2 and pull through the 4, chain 2 and treble into the same stitch, leaving 2 on the hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, leaving 3 on the hook, wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now we pull through all 4 and chain 1. We're going to skip 2. It's hard to see there. So we're going to skip them, and then we're going to crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm just counting back on myself because I want the next one to go in there. I'm going to miss that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to half double crochet into that second one, half double crochet into that one, and that's our 4. We're going to miss one and then going in half double crochet into the top of our spike on, because we're on the sides now. We're going to miss that one, and then we're going to half double crochet 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to skip 2 because we're either side of our corners to give us more room to make a corner shape. We're going to treble, so that's wrap around twice, skipping the 2 and then to the top of the spike. We're going to treble 3 times without finishing off, so it's pull through 2, pull through 2, you've got 2 on your hook, wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, you've got 3 on your hook, wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, you've got 4 on your hook, and pull all those 3 together to make your leaf and chain 2. We're going to treble into the same again to make another leaf pattern, treble, leaving 2 on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, leaving 3 on your hook, wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2. That doesn't look right. Treble, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's it. There we go. And the last one, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through the last bunch and chain 1. We're going to miss the next 2 stitches to form our corner. I'm going to half double crochet into the 3rd stitch along, so that's when we're doing 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to miss one, but we're back into our spike stitch, which is a half double crochet. And we're going to miss this side of it as well. This is all pulling together to make our square, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3 and 4. So going into our third corner, so we're starting to get some shape. We're going to miss the 2 and we're going back for the trebles. So get your stitch ready where you're going into, that's the one where my thumb is, and we'll wrap around twice, go into that, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, wrap around twice, pull through 2, pull through 2 till you've got 4 on your hook, wrap around, pull through all 4 and chain 2, treble again into the same, so we're just going to do the same stitch again, leaving 3, and this one will have 4, pull through together and chain 1. We're going to miss 1, 2 and half double crochet into the third stitch along, 1, 2, 3 and 4, miss that stitch and half double crochet into the top of our spike, miss the next stitch and half double crochet into the 4 along the top of your petal, 2, 3 and 4, going into our last corner. Determine which chain you're going into, so it's that one there, the top of your spike, treble into there, leave 2 on your hook, leave 3 on your hook, leave 4 on your hook, chain 2, trebles, we're getting there now, and that's the 4, pull through, chain 1, and that's the last of your petals done. We're going to skip 2 and half double crochet into 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to skip 1 and join onto our first half double crochet that we started at the beginning of the round and fasten it off. Thank God it met up and it all worked out fine. It's when you have extra stitches at the end then you panic. So we're still a little bit curly, but we've got a little bit of a 3D pattern going on. I think because this yarn, my olive colour, is slightly, it's Aran yarn where this is a double knit. Not the best, but it's the nicest green that I've got. Okay, so that's the worst of the worst. We're going on to our next round now. I'm joining on to my brown again, and for this round it's just half double crochets all the way around apart from your corners. Well, it's you still do them in your corners, but we're just defining your corners a little bit more. So just join on anywhere you want and chain 1, and we're going to no, that's not a half double crochet. We're going to half double crochet in every stitch going around. to finish off this edge and make it square. I'm just going over the olive colour. We've got a gap there, so we're going to pop a half double crochet in there and into the top of that one, because that's a stitch as well. Is it? We're going to half double crochet, and then we're in our corner, so we're going to half double crochet 3 times, chain 2 and half double crochet 3 times, and work our way back down the side of your square into that gap. If you do too many half double crochets, you'll find that it doesn't flatten out too much, so you can just go back and take a couple of stitches out. So all I'm going to do is just follow my own stitches. All the way around, and when you get to your corner, let's see, this is the corner, isn't it? Going to 3, chain 2 and 3. I'll meet you at the end of this row. Just coming to the end of this row, round, and we're going to join on to where we started. So it's taking more shape now. So this would be, you could stop here and do a lot more and make up your project. And because mine's a pocket, I want it to be bigger, so I'm just going to do some more rounds in the same no, I'm not. I'm going to do in double crochet, so I'm going to pick out the next round, and then the last round is the brown again, and it'll just be single to finish off the corner. So we'll do that together. So join on again with a slip stitch. The only thing is all the ends. So I'm going to do 2, that's going to be classed as my first double crochet, and I'm going to double crochet into every stitch around. With the double crochet, that just makes it go a little bit quicker and taller faster. It just gives me a little bit more room for my pocket. Excuse my dog's tippity toes as per usual. Do I go into that one? And then for this one, I'm just going to go 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet, and that's it for this round. Just coming to the end of the cream round, and let's have a look, just trying to keep all the ends joined in. No, it's not happening. Don't know where that's gone. I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning of the round. Snip off and join onto the brown again for the very last round in this one. Because I'm making this into a pocket, I don't need to block it or anything, because I'll sew it on straight onto the cardigan. But you could always block your squares, and I've just slipped that onto, and all I'm going to do now is follow around with a single crochet all the way around. I do have a video below on blocking that I've done some time ago. I'll try and find it and pop it in the description below. I'm going to be doing some granny square series, because I've got a lot of things to do with I'm making a mushroom, smiley faces, that kind of thing. I've got another festival cardigan to make, so I will be popping those on. So when we get to the corner, we're just going to single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet back into the corners for this one, and that is about it for this one. I'll meet you back at the end. So just fasten off at the end. Slip stitch into that last bit. And just put them together, and I'm going to sew all my ends in. A tip I found useful is to use a sharp pointy needle, and instead of going through like this through the big hoops, is to split the yarn and go back and forward about 3 times, and that usually stops the little tails from coming out. But there we have it, my 2 pockets ready to be put on the cardigan.